Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be reading a book called You're a Rude Pig, Birdie by Claudia Bolt. Take a look at the front cover of this book and see if you can tell me what you think the book might be about or who it might be about. Go ahead. About the pig, Birdie, and some of these other guys. Look on their faces. What do you notice about the expressions on their faces? They're mad because their mouth is turned upside down. Yeah, they're not smiling. Have you guys ever had any experiences where people have been rude to you? How does it make you feel? Makes you feel angry when somebody's rude to you. Makes you feel sad. You cry. Yeah, it doesn't make us feel good when somebody's rude to us, huh? Because that's not very considerate or polite to be rude. We always want to be nice to the people around us, even if that person isn't somebody we know very well, or even if they're not friends with us. Still a good idea to be nice to the people around us, huh? Yeah. You're a rude pig, Birdie. Birdie was a most unpleasant pig. He thought of no one but himself. Every morning he looked in the mirror and said, "Who is the most beautiful piglet in the world? It is me, myself, and I. Wonderful Monsieur Pig, Bertie the pig." Oh, look at him checking himself out in the mirror. He's pretty vain, huh? He's very into his looks and he thinks he's the most beautiful thing in the world. Birdie always had something nasty to say about everyone he met. "Dreadful hair today, Mrs. Harley." Look at Harley. Does she like that? No. "Without your annoying husband, Mrs. Block?" "Long time no see, Mrs. Brune. You look older." Mrs. Brune is not happy. Women don't like to be told they look older, do they? "Joseph, your bad smell never ceases to amaze me." It was no wonder that Birdie had no friends. Would you want to be friends with Birdie if he insulted you every time you saw him? I wouldn't. He should say nice things to people and not rude things. I agree. Let's see what happens. But one day Birdie met Ruby. She was the cutest rabbit he had ever seen, and to Birdie's surprise he found himself saying, "Your ears are so long. How extraordinarily beautiful." Ruby was very flattered and gave him an extra big piece of cheese. Oh, how does he feel about Ruby? He likes her. Yeah. He thinks that she's really beautiful. He wants to take her for a date? Maybe. On the way home, Birdie bumped into Roland the sausage dog, who could not believe his ears when Birdie said, "What a lovely day, and look at you. You are looking splendid." Was Roland expecting Birdie to say something nice to him? No. That's why he was surprised. All day he could think of nothing but Ruby and how nice she was. Birdie decided to impress her by throwing a huge party. He wrote special invitations to everyone. If she came, he would even show her his big collection of marble eggs. Nothing seemed to be great an effort. Ooh, listen to see some of these invitations, boys and girls. Dear Mayor, you are a pest, but I invite you anyway. To Arnold the Annoying. If you guys got invitations that said those things, would you want to attend Birdie's party? No? You'd get mad and tell him you weren't coming? Yeah. I might do the same thing if I got an invitation like that. Birdie's invitations were sent out and the party was the talk of the town, but Ruby was not impressed that Birdie had insulted all her friends. In fact, everyone had had enough of him and his rudeness. Ruby's not happy. Neither are these pigs, and he's crying. Mrs. Hurley is mad. These are just a few of the dishes Birdie prepared. Look at some of these. He's working really hard on this party. Do you think anyone showed up? No, you don't. You do? Perhaps. Let's find out. It was the day of the party, and at 3 o'clock everything was ready, but no one came. Bertie was disappointed. Where is everyone? Didn't they receive their invitations? Doesn't Ruby like me? Bertie went to bed early after his miserable day. I wonder if he's starting to think about why nobody showed up to his party. But in his dreams, the toothbrush said, "Every morning this horrible pig comes in, wakes me up with cold water, and sticks me in his smelly mouth." And the soap says, "What do you expect? You're a toothbrush, that's your job," said the soap. No. Brushing stinking yellow teeth is fair enough, but he treats me with no respect. Look at my hair. It's all out of place, sobbed the toothbrush. He is unbearably vain. I will throw myself into the trash, continued the toothbrush. Hey, you! Yes, you, Mr. Pig. Who? Where? Rotten, hairy hog. No one likes you, stinky dog, sang the toothbrush. You are rude. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes me? Who is nobody? Asked Bertie. Don't you understand? The toothbrush shook his head, almost feeling sorry for Mr. Pig. Nobody. Nobody. That is not a lot. Look at his face right here. Do you think he might be starting to understand how his rudeness is making other people feel? Bertie woke up all sweaty and upset. The toothbrush is right. This is horrible. Terrible. Is this why no one has come to my party? Bertie wanted to get some fresh air to forget about his nightmare, so he went for a walk. There was Hildegard. Hey, Hildegard, But she had already turned her back on him. Then he saw Mrs. Harley and said, "Hello," but she did not even grace him with a look in return. Then Bertie heard Arnold whispering, "That pig is so rude, he'll never have any friends." Bertie was very sad and decided that some cheese would cheer him up. He got in line next to Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf was annoyed that he had to wait and grumbled, "Hurry up, can't you hear me? What are those silly long ears good for anyway?" If he could not finish his sentence because Bertie grunted very loudly, "Don't speak to Ruby like that." He's standing up for his friends. "That was nice, Bertie," said Ruby. Bertie blushed and said, "Really? Thank you." People smiled at Bertie, and Arnold even nodded his approval. Finally, Bertie knew what to do. See what he's doing here? He's writing some apology notes. Sorry from B. Sorry for being rude. This time, everyone came apart from Mrs. Hurley, who held a grudge. But most of all, Ruby was there, and it was the best party ever. So, boys and girls, what I would like you to do is write your own notes to Bertie the pig and tell him how he can be polite if he was rude to you.